Ernesto, good morning. How's your day going aside from talking about yourself and Diablo a lot?
Good, man. Thank you. How about
Thank you.
yourself?
It's a pleasure to be speaking with you. Are you talking to me from Santiago today?
Yeah, from Chile, Santiago de Chile. Yeah.
Are you talking to me from Sanhattan or Italia or one of those great neighborhoods?
Not exactly, but close. Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
Have you
when
been here?
I've been there, I love Santiago, but we're talking about you, not Santiago. We're talking about
Cool.
Diablo. When did you finish the film?
End of last year. Yeah, we finished the film when we shot February 2004. Yeah, more or less.
2024.
Sorry, 2024, exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
not 20 years ago. So for you, how did you find the script? Because you didn't write this one, you're the director. Did you get the script from Matt?
No, we started talking with Marco and Scott a long time ago because they met they made three movies before this one together. So they wanted to do something together in Chile first. That was the first idea. And they wanted to, and Marco told him, hey, Scott, we gotta work with Ernesto. He's the guy that have directed my movies in Chile, So we started working on the story, the three of us.
Hmm.
And at some point, Scott called Matt to write the script of that story that we were working on. And Matt also wrote the story with us, and then he wrote the script.
That's fantastic. What
Yeah.
was the most difficult part of making Diablo? Was it the creative process?
Yeah, I think for this type of movies, what is the most difficult thing is to be able to do good action in little time, you know? That's the challenge. That's difficult. It's difficult to achieve that kind of action, that level of action with these two awesome, martial artist actors,
Yeah.
and do it in a little time and little shooting time. That's a challenge. That's always difficult to make the day.
So your success, you graduated from being just an editor to also director. What was the first project where you were able to do more than just edit the film? Do you remember?
Well, actually, I have always been a director. The thing is that maybe it appears in IMDb that I am editor.
I apologize. That's
Yeah,
how it
yeah,
appears on
yeah.
IMDb. So they're
Be,
wrong.
be, because I have edited all my movies. And I also edited other guys' movies. So that's why I have more credits as an editor than director. But I started directing and editing my own movies. And actually, yeah, you are not that wrong because when I was in high school, beside doing my movies, homemade movies, I was editing videos for my mates, or
Yep.
my first job was editing. Actually, there were some guys paid me to edit their homemade movies or just works for the school. So yeah, and then I started, I'm the guy from the VHS era and video era that started making movies at home with the friends and family, and realized that's what I wanted to do for my life. That's my story. It's similar to a lot of other directors of my generation.
So what I wanted to know about your editing background is when you started, it was VHS. Then at a certain point, it became digital. Then it became a different kind of digital in the past few years. In other words, the way that you edit has changed a few times over the years. So I'm surprised that all these years later, you would want to direct and edit, considering how many times you've had to relearn software and methods.
Yeah, actually, I always I always have to learn. In every movie, I have to learn a new software, a new type of thing.
Yeah.
Whatever technology is changing, because I do movies every 2 years, more or less. So I'm not editing all the time. you know. So when I have to confront the editing again, it's always something new that I have to learn about.
So Diablo to us is a new movie. To you, you finished it last year. Do you know what the next project is?
I'm actually finishing the script now.
Wow.
Yesterday I wrote, I finished actually from beginning to end, 101 pages, and today or tomorrow I have to read my own script, you know, from beginning to end to see how it is. But yeah, it's an action movie. It's a neo-noir action movie where I wanna work with Scott and Marco again for sure.
Do you think you might film the next one in Chile?
I don't know. All depends on you know. It is actually it is written to be made in an English city, English spoken city. So
Uh,
we'll see.
Interesting, because I'm finding more and more movies are made in Bulgaria. They're made in other countries. So my question is, are you finding that there's not a lot of work in Los Angeles and New York, that everything is just everywhere else these days?
Yeah, I think this is a matter of budget. I mean, it's they are fun. Producers have found, you know, some places in the world that is cheaper to shoot, and they it's a good people to shoot. I mean, a crew.
Yeah.
It's a very good level of professionals, and that's why they are going to shoot the, you know, many places like that.
So that's wonderful that you have another script going, another project like that. The work is not stopping, but how do you decompress? Do you have any hobbies outside of the film world?
That's a good question. I used to play soccer a lot, but not anymore. And my hobby is to watch movies actually. No, and it's difficult to watch movies when you are making movies because you you know you put all your time and effort in writing, shooting, editing, planning. So it's little time to watch movies, but I try to watch the most movies I can, and I love to do that.
My
And
last
keeps sorry, but it keeps you
Yeah.
like it's like a muscle, you know, looking how other guys shoot, you know, ideas for stories, for takes, for whatever. So it's very important to keep watching movies always.
my last question for you. Is there a kind of movie you haven't made yet that you're still hoping that you'll make?
Yes, as I actually want to make a horror movie. I love
Hmm.
horror movies, and I haven't made one. I have done crime and action movies most, you know. But yeah, I have a horror story that I want to make, and the script is already written. So that's one. That's it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Ernesto, congrats on Diablo. Looking forward to the next film, and thank you for the years of great art.
Thanks to you, man. Thanks for the interview, and hope you guys enjoy Diablo because it's more than an action movie. It has drama, it's suspense, it's very intense. So hope you enjoyed. And it's a real action, you know, real guys punching themselves and real guys falling, real guys being, you know, run over. So you'll enjoy it.
It's real martial arts. It's not Steven Seagal martial arts.
Yeah, it is real, man. It is real. You'll see.